Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé. What now? First we find Jesse and Bianca, and he admits they went from nothing to something. I mean, she's a great girl, professional, just what he was wanting, the opposite of Darcy. And he really feels a connection to her on a deeper level. And they are going out this afternoon, and she says she has news. Another secret. So then we have Tiffany and Ronald. She flies down to South Africa to meet him, and they go to the zoo with the kids and walk around and see the animals and so on. She tells him she found an attorney for the visa. Money is an issue, however. She's working and trying to save money, and, because there's a list of things for him when he gets there. She always has a list of things for him, but she don't want to stress him out. No. So, Laura, on the other hand, realizes her relationship cannot be repaired, so she takes her son's advice finally and goes to see a lawyer. She explains his change in behavior and that, he says he started divorce proceedings against her and that she had signed a contract, but she doesn't know what's in the contract and she doesn't have a copy of it either. Basically, she finds out she has no rights, which is not unusual. Women don't have rights over there, or she could have went out for a cup of coffee and, all heck wouldn't have broken loose. So the lawyer says, you can use this paperwork to your advantage, use it for leverage so you can get your belongings back. Because remember, she was moving there permanently. She was going to stay, so she took a lot of her own things, personal effects, which she had to leave behind because she went to the tell-all thinking she was going home, and it didn't happen that way. So all she says is, she wants to get her things back. She wants to live someplace cheap, and get her happiness back and put this all behind her. So then we have Rachel and John. They met on a karaoke app. They sang together and they started chatting, and one thing led to another, and I think they are a really cute couple. They're like one of my favorites. I mean, she's really kind of easygoing, and, so is he. She found out she was pregnant, not by him. But he doesn't, he considers that child his. Her name is Lucy, okay? So he basically has stepped up as Lucy's father. I think he's even on her, I think she has his last name even. So, that was unusual, but nice. And he also had legal problems for fighting. I guess it was like a bar fight thing, and he was charged with assault and intent to harm someone or not intent to harm. I don't know, but he can't come over either. So, they're going to have to figure out some way of getting him here, which would be preferable because she has an older child too that she shares custody with. She doesn't want to just leave that child behind. She says that's not going to happen. So really the only way to do that is to get him here. She wants to file for an immigrant visa, so he will be a citizen when he arrives right away, and he can work. But she's worried now because of the money situation, because she lost her job of 7 years. So she's worrying about that, and he says, well, he'll pick up the slack. Well, he can't do it if you're not here. So then we go to Corey and Evelyn. And Corey had been pressuring her to get married. Like, this is going to happen or else. He's been working out. His sister is a personal trainer, and she has bigger muscles than he does. And that is no kidding. I mean, I wouldn't mess with this girl. And she hopes that Evelyn is committed now to this. Evelyn says they've been fighting, and he arrives tomorrow. He says he's going to show her he can be more independent. And she says basically that he's made promises before. But he says he'll keep them this time. So she's hoping he does. And she's hesitant to get married. She has admitted that it is not her dream goal is to get married. And he just keeps pushing, And she doesn't want to lose him, but maybe if he gave it a little more time, except he doesn't have the time because he's almost out of visas. So, yeah. back to Tiffany and Ronald. He's setting things up in this house that he found, this place. And of course, she's still complaining. And she starts a conversation about the visa. She says she hopes he's not gambling his money away and that she won't move to South Africa. And then he says, well, you know, my daughter is staying here whether you do or not. Well, no, it doesn't work that way, dear. Ronald, she's an American citizen. She goes back to the U.S. with her mom. You know, hopefully you can get things organized to where you can come or get things figured out to where they can all live there. But she doesn't really want to, you know, because her son, the older one, he has friends and he has school and he has more opportunities here. She doesn't want to live in South Africa, you know. So I mean, if he keeps pushing it, she may not even go back to visit, you know. You got to think about that one. Evelyn meets up with Raul, who Corey doesn't want her hanging with because Raul confessed that they had a fling long before Corey. So he has asked her not to hang out with him. But, you know, here we are having a drink. Corey blocked him on social media, but she wants them to meet up and resolve their differences because, you know, he is her friend. I don't think she looks at him romantically. If she ever did, it might have been just a one-time thing or, you know, they tried it and it didn't work, and so they're now friends. She isn't looking at it as anything serious, but Corey is. So Jesse and Bianca go on their afternoon date, and he buys her a bracelet, and they go to a park to sit and talk. And that's when she springs it on him that, you know, she didn't know this was going to happen. She'd applied for this job, and she got it, so she's going to be moving to Israel permanently. And he's shocked, you know. And he thought they were going somewhere, and then she springs it on him that she's going somewhere. She's going to Israel to teach or whatever, and he's not included. So he said it broke his heart, and he's looking at it as there's no point in continuing. And she's saying, well, you know, it doesn't have to be over. I mean, he travels all over anyway, so why couldn't he visit her in Israel? I don't know. But he doesn't want to do a long-distance thing, and, you know, he says that he never would have met her if he knew that she wasn't going to be here. So that's kind of where that left off. They broke off, you know. He wished her the best, and, you know, Jesse, you know, you wanted someone professional, you wanted a career person, and that's what you get when you have someone with a good career. They move, they advance, and, you know, sometimes you're not included in the package. So Rachel puts Lucy down for a nap. They're video chatting with John. And of course she says goodnight. And she's getting to where she can kind of talk now a little bit. And 2 days later, she's at the airport coming to visit. And something is wrong with the name on the passport. So I don't know if they misspelled it, or I'm sure this child has been there before, so was her passport wrong this whole time and they just now caught it? Or is it a glitch saying that it's wrong now and it actually isn't? We don't know. But she's calling somebody and saying, you know, the name's wrong. She don't know what she's going to do. She has 20 minutes and she may not make the flight. So we don't know if they make it or not. We'll have to wait till next time, I guess. So meantime, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you wish, and I'll see you next time.